passion, I'm legit. I've been on the move, 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 move. Move, make it do what it do, 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 do. Ain't got nothing to prove, prove, prove. Redefining the cool, 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 hey. I don't keep my drama or my feelings in a bottle. Take a shot, no drama, just want you to know what I know. It don't last forever, promise it gets better. You've been through the biggest storm, but you can change the weather. Been under pressure, you know my name. Whenever the heat comes, I put out the flame. It made me a diamond. It made me a diamond. It made me a diamond. Oh, you know my name. Sparkle, sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. Hey, sparkle, sparkle. Focus on your mission and get to your bag. Get to your bag. Push the mission you got. When they see you get it, your haters get mad. Focus on your mission and get to your bag. Get to your bag. Push your mission you got.
Kris the Critic Relationship Hour with Gina B. Why you are not married. Number one, you ain't all that. I know that's hard for y'all to swallow. I don't look as good as my 22-year-old self. People need to realize that. You just ain't all that. And I get it. I got this master's degree. I went to this school, that school. I worked hard for this job, for this house. And then she over there got that man, and you don't have one. Men are very simple creatures. So, ladies, for you very accomplished ladies, I got some advice for them.
What's that?
I always say it like this. You can write this one down. Be a kitten, not a cat. What does that mean, Kris?
What does that mean?
You ever played with a kitten? It's real friendly. It almost acts like a puppy. And you want to play with it. You want to come look at the little kitty. It just makes you feel good. Now, have you ever seen an adult cat? When it feels like it, it might rub against your leg and move away. But is that men like kittens?
Kittens will play with anybody. A cat is particular.
Listen, what did we learn? Men are very simple creatures.
Right.
You can fool us. We want you to laugh at our dumb jokes. So all you super smart women out there, you good looking women, you see a guy you like, you guys do make it out on a date. He actually pays for the date. When you're actually with that person, the dialogue is happening, the dinner is happening. You say, okay, this might work, this might work. It would help if you act a little blind.
Oh my God, Becky.
I mean, you're going to hear me say that a lot. I mean, be nice to him. You hear the worst joke ever. But if you sort of like them, laugh at it. There you go. Hey, it's a lot of married women out there. If we got any married women chiming in. If I'm telling a lie.
When it's a fake laugh.
Let me know. Right.
What you're saying is that we should cater to the male ego, and that's what's ultimately going to get us married.
I'm first saying recognize that I think some of us, more women than men, look in the mirror. You ever seen a little lion look in the mirror and see somebody real big? They see somebody a little more fine than what they are. And I'm not calling anybody ugly, so I'm not here to bash anybody.
Let's look at Middle America, okay? Middle America is not attractive.
They're not?
Middle America is largely married.
Okay, I think we're on the same page then. People sort of, we get stuck to reality shows sometime and think we're supposed to have, I got a degree in a house, so I'm supposed to have Idris Elba or his twin.
Well, I mean, if you notice, okay, so you remember your friends from high school, right? And you remember how they had all of these qualifications for, if she's going to lock me down, she got to be this, that. She's got to have an ass like bam.
That's all we really looked at. Stop right there. You had me at. That's really, what are men? Simple creatures. We want to be fed. We want you to laugh at us, give us some, and that's it. To get us.
I don't know what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20-piece. 'Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me all that you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your bodyguard, not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta
What up, beautiful people? It is the Kris and Gina Relationship Show, and you are with us on a Tuesday, 7 o'clock. We've got Kris to my right. We've got a guest, Afton, all the way to my right. And we are here today to talk about attributes that men and women look for in a mate. And we need the guys to chime in because we did a survey on the In the Zone and on the Kris and Gina Relationship Show page today. And, the guys, they came in kind of thin. So we want you guys to pipe in. We've got some statistical information for you. But first, before we get started, my favorite part of the show is what, Kris? The National Day.
What National Day it is.
I love it.
Welcome, everybody, to the Kris and Gina Relationship Show. For those who watch this show, which most of you, after we do the show, we do go back and we comment. So I read all the comments.
He does.
I do. And
don't
if you're wrong about something, I usually let people know because I'm all-knowing.
Yeah, and all-seeing, apparently.
Afton, welcome back to the show.
Hey there.
Do you know what we're talking about today?
I do.
It's what attributes.
I just told her.
Oh, I didn't know. She wasn't paying attention. But hey, just smile, Afton. Just smile. What day is today?
Yes, what is it? I'm so excited.
I don't know. I had to look it up. It's National. Well, that changes annually. It's National Professional House Cleaners Day.
Oh. And you know what's really funny about that? I can't find a good one.
I have two.
So fuck them.
You're like, I have two. We have one really.
I know you do.
One really very religious lady who comes every other week. And then every other week, we have one who's a little less.
So you have one every week.
I tried to have one every week. I tried. And you know what? They keep putting things in places that we can't. They're not additive, right?
It was either that or get another wife. And I chose.
Oh.
No. It's National Monte Cristo Day.
You want to get one trad wife and one boss wife.
It's National Monte Cristo.
The sandwich?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Oh, from Bennigan's.
And it's Bennigan's used to be the spot.
Yeah.
Was that the date?
It was at Bennigan's.
That's not the origin.
Am I dating myself with Bennigan's?
I know, but that was the best one at Bennigan's.
Am I dating
ate
myself
there.
when I said Bennigan's was the date spot?
Bennigan's was the date spot.
Was it?
Especially that one on Michigan.
Man, that was
Was that
it.
the date
Like
spot?
I never went there on a
Producer
date.
Reese, I know you're a little younger than us, but I really liked the
I would
woman.
be mad about that.
If I went to the Bennigan's on Michigan.
Look, if he tried to buy me some cheese sticks, I would be like, we not in love.
You hate it. You hate
I'm
it.
just saying. Right now.
It is.
You clearly don't want any later.
It's also National Apple Dumpling Day.
Apple? That's so random.
That is random, but that
Extreme.
sounds
Apple
good.
dumpling day. Does it come with ice cream?
I was just thinking that.
See,
You
the
need an
vanilla.
apple dumpling with a la mode.
A little bit. That's better
So-
than the Bennigan's Monte Cristo.
So
You
Gina
are
B.
hating Gina. That
She
Monte
is.
Cristo
Yeah.
was the bomb, and I can't
Ick.
prove it anymore, though.
I don't eat meat really, so I don't know. Anyway,
You
all
sound
right.
so not fun.
I am so fun.
Gina B, you and I came up with this topic.
Yep.
What attributes men and women look for. And we named some things. And Gina B had a wonderful idea. She's going to take us through. You just take over.
I did a little survey. So, I put on both our page and on our kind of, friends, the In the Zone podcast people. We kind of trade back and forth a lot with topics, and Kris is very active on their group. If you'd like to go check him out.
I'm just trying to educate some women.
Rabble rousing. Anyway, so other words, keeping some shit up. So, okay.
No.
So we put 12 attributes and wanted people to rank them in order, the first top 5 in order of importance. Should I read all 25? Because they gets to be voluminous.
What does voluminous mean?
It's a lot.
Yeah, you
Oh,
do
yeah, it
it.
gets
All
to
right,
be
let's
voluminous.
let me just quickly go through the 20.
Read
I'll
off
read
a
all
few.
the 25 of them just so people have
We got
a
time.
frame of reference. Okay, so first was kindness. These are not in order of anything. Second is physical attraction. Third was sense of humor. Fourth was emotional intelligence. 5, loyalty. 6, shared values / religious alignment, which, whatever. 7, supportiveness. 8, financial stability. 9, confidence. 10, good communication skills. 11, honesty. 12 was ambition. 13 was respect for boundaries. 14 is compassion. 15, self-awareness. 16, trustworthiness. 17, independence. 18, affectionate. 19, sense of adventure. 20, problem-solving skills. 21, height. 22, great in bed. 23, good-natured. 24, low number of sex partners. And number 25 is peaceful, low drama. So it's a lot to digest. But we did get some interesting numbers.
Okay, what did it say?
And we asked both women and men. And so we had some standouts. Okay. So
I wish they could see your little chart over here.
I know. I totally have a
put in some
spreadsheet.
work.
I did put in some work. I love spreadsheeting things. Okay. So for the women, the top answer was loyalty. So loyalty was number 1 for most women.
Okay.
Number 2 came in as a tie. And the tie was sense of humor, financial stability, and and peaceful, low drama. Like nobody chose low number of sex partners. Okay. Number 3 came in as financial stability, which I'm actually surprised was not higher. Number 4 was a tie between physical attraction and emotional intelligence. And number 5, far and away, was affectionate. Okay. That's for women.
What was the number 1 again? I'm sorry.
Oh, for women?
Loyalty.
Loyalty. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. For men, we didn't have, this is why I want men to chime in, because we didn't have so many men respond. But the number 1 answer for men was honesty. So what, y'all know a lot of lying chicks? A whole lot of them lie.
These
All right.
hoes ain't loyal.
These hoes ain't loyal. Actually, it was a tie. So honesty and peaceful, low drama
That's because we get no.
was a tie.
Okay.
If you would ask us that 25 years ago,
Yeah.
it would just be all looks.
Be a total different. Be like, she got to have a big ass.
gotta have a little
I did
waist
not put
bigger.
big ass in here for a reason.
Speaking of, real quick, let's have a housekeeping check. Reese, I left a couple comments. Can you make sure as tests? But I don't see them. Like I did one on YouTube. I did one on
They probably don't come up on
Facebook, but I'm not seeing anything.
Let me pull up YouTube on this phone.
Yeah.
See what we missing
I'm on.
over there. You on YouTube, Afton?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about
Do you
that.
see comments?
I do not. I left a couple tests, but
All right, let's
they
see
didn't
what's
show up.
going on. Chris and Gina relationship pubs. Oop. Are we live? I don't know. Anyway, all right, let me not derail.
Yeah.
So, all right, so for men. All right, so I said that number 2, right, was loyalty. Number 3 was trustworthiness. So I'm sensing a theme here. Number 4 was too small to have any real statistical meaning, right? So number 4, it's like somebody picked loyalty. Somebody picked like respect for boundaries. Somebody been going through his phone. And another person put peace. And for number 5, physical attraction.
How many? How'd that?
And that was for men, right?
That was for men. Physical
Interesting.
attraction.
And we got how many?
We got, that was the highest number, it was 3.
Well, that
Of
makes sense.
Yeah, of the 7 who answered. So actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Half of the people chose 5. Chose for number 5 as physical attraction. So there.
I don't know if they're telling the truth.
I don't know
You
that
know what?
either.
I agree.
I'd be super surprised if that were
Well,
true.
okay, what do you think? What do you think the majority, Afton, of women? What sorts of things? You don't have to have the list.
I mean, I think the women's list was pretty good.
You think most women look towards what as the top 5?
I would say loyalty, because women don't necessarily care about looks. It's a little later, on the line for us. If you're loyal, you treat me good, you got some money. I don't think women really care about looks. Think about the big fat guys with the cute women.
Well, they got some deep pockets. So
I know.
Here's what I'm thinking, and I
They
could be
look
wrong.
real good when they
They
got
look
lots of
real
money.
good.
In theory, I think that's right. However, imagine you out at the club with your friends, right? And you see a guy over here buy 27 shots
27.
It's a lot.
right,
That's death. That's what that is.
of 1942.
Okay, so it's a pretty deep pocket.
Right. But then So you're like, wow, he's got some cash. But then you also see the finest dude you all have seen just walk by.
See?
Wait a minute.
Go ahead. Hurry.
That guy
She's like, land the plane.
Those two guys try to make their acquaintance. Who gets the most play?
I'm gonna say the money guy's getting the most play.
I just don't see it.
Not initially.
I don't see it.
I don't think initially.
Well, the one that's fine is standing there asking the money guy to get him a drink.
No, I didn't say that.
And so that the
No, I
women
didn't say
are peeping that,
I
and
didn't
they're
say
like,
that. I didn't say that.
Now and then change the ages up.
Why did you change the whole story?
No, yeah.
I said one
what he's
guy's
saying is
over
one's
here,
over here and one's over there.
one's over there.
I thought they were friends.
They don't
No,
know
no, no,
each
no, they
other.
don't know each other.
I said at some point they both try and make their acquaintance to some women. Who gets the most play?
Okay, I'm hitting the eye. My eyes are kind of winking. Maybe the nice looking one.
So who gets the most play?
The nice looking one. No, I'm not saying
that's
the
all
nice looking one. No.
The nice looking
reason
one
I
will
asked
get
that,
the most attention.
He's gonna get attention, but when he doesn't offer to buy the drink,
I
for the
didn't
woman,
say that.
she's gonna move around and go over
The
there.
guy with the money may not offer to buy anything. He may
He
buy,
is gonna offer.
He may buy when he wants to buy.
He's gonna offer.
My point is,
He's gonna offer. He's used to it.
I don't think today's woman they say the right things. I just don't always see it happen how it should.
I don't think loyalty is first on that list. I don't think they're being truthful with loyalty being first.
I think some of these men have been burned.
Those men have definitely been burned.
And so they're like,
especially
I need
the one
a loyalty because trustworthiness is up there too.
especially
Which
the one
means
with the phone issues.
I agree. I agree. 1,000.
Boundaries. that
boundary
guy.
issues.
I
Someone
agree.
been all in his.
He's a cheater.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, or he's been in a
been
deep
investigated.
relationship and divorced. Maybe you get
He's
a
a
lot of
cheater.
that.
Someone been investigating his ass. Yeah, maybe. But, so to your point, though, the fine man, because, we've all been there. We've been women at these clubs. Like, I've seen fine men walk in and be like, damn.
Yeah.
But then, over the course of the night, when you see that, first of all the women are peeping him.
Yeah.
Well,
All
I'm
of
talking
them.
about who the fine man gives his attention to.
Okay.
Because when a woman's passed over, you've seen the balloon bust.
Well,
have you
honestly,
seen the balloon bust show?
you know
They'll
what?
all like a guy. But let him pop their balloon. I didn't like your tight pants anyway.
Yeah.
It
But wait,
changes.
I would
the
admit
fine
it. I don't
guy,
care.
the fine guy thinks he's too fine, and he's not hollering at anybody.
Again, you're making up the rest of the story.
But he's not hollering at anybody.
She's filling
so he's
in the
an
blanks.
ass.
She's filling in the blanks.
He's an ass. Nobody wants to be bothered with his fine ass anyway.
You're woman-splaining.
What?
Because you're filling in blanks that clearly she didn't say. She didn't say the dude walked in and he was an asshole.
No,
to
he's
everybody.
not an asshole. But what I'm saying is you see all the women are peeping him.
Yes.
Right? So, I don't know.
He knows.
There's
Why?
something.
I thought women looked first at
No, they
the
don't.
deep pockets.
No,
Oh,
it's visceral.
No. You look at fine.
You look at
Everybody
fine.
looks at fine.
Every single person.
Men
There's
and women.
not one person. I was listening to this really interesting speech the other day, this podcast, where this he's like a social psychologist or something, and he said, not one woman ever has ever uttered the words, damn, I really wish I could find me a pear-shaped beta male. not a short pear-shaped beta male.
I say that's
not
hilarious.
one woman ever has ever done that. Ever.
That's
in
hilarious.
life.
You don't pick him until you've been burned a little bit.
And not only that, but he says, no man ever had said, she's kind of fine, but I really wish she'd increase her GPA.
Ooh.
Absolutely not.
So
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just saying.
Real quick, housekeeping. Reese, I figured it out.
I'm on here right now.
I can't see any YouTube comments. Okay. No, those didn't come up. See?
But they don't come up in there.
Look at the screen.
Hold on. The only comments that come up, I make from the Kris and Gina page. If I make a comment on YouTube, which I've made 2, those don't show.
They said test, right?
Yeah, they say test. They come
They
up on the
both
YouTube.
show.
I know, but we don't see them here.
It came up on your screen.
No, they come up on the YouTube. Okay, well, this is housekeeping.
Yeah.
This is
We need to start talking
But we
about-
can't see it right here.
But I can see it right
Post
here.
another post and look at the screen. Watch.
I can see right here.
Post something from another one and just continuously look at the screen. Remember,
Somebody at home, go to YouTube, find us.
I just posted something.
Okay, we'll see if it pops
It
up.
won't pop up. It'll pop up on YouTube. Anyway, go ahead.
I know that, but anyway, go ahead, Gina.
It doesn't
I'm sorry.
cross-pollinate. Okay, so all I'm saying is that, I'm not sure that they're telling the truth on this. I think that there are more men that want to admit it who are very much looks focused.
Initially, we are all looks focused.
We are, every single
I
person.
don't know if the question, no, every single person's
missed it.
not.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
I don't.
They're
They're
lying
lying.
to you.
You just missed it.
They're lying.
They lying.
I agree.
They're lying. Everybody's in the looks.
I think
They
when you,
are.
Because it's all like, damn, who was that?
But why weren't those listed? People lying?
They're lying.
There we go. See, that's what I'm getting at. I think men and women lie about what they say.
Everybody lies. And you know what? Here's the deal.
Everybody.
Lying's easy. Some people do it.
Some people don't think they're lying because you know why? It depends on their frames of reference. So if you are a person who has exited a relationship where you've been cheated on and lied to, then honesty and trustworthiness will be your number one things you look for because your frame of reference is from a relationship that you weren't treated well, right? That's where you're coming from. Mm-hmm. So it's all about where a person's coming from. If you were in a relationship with someone who never had any money, you were always broke, you couldn't go out to eat, your first attribute is going to be financial stability.
Can't be broke. Yep.
Exactly. Because that's your trauma from that previous relationship.
Let me ask you this. I agree with all that. Do you think if most people had 3 of their top 5 attributes in someone that liked them, that would be a person they'd go out with?
3?
Yeah.
So, if I find a guy, not you, but someone like you, and he's trustworthy, has money, right? And you all share the same values. Those were your top 3. But he wasn't cute in the least bit.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go. Someone like you would go out with him. He wasn't cute in the least bit.
Yeah. He got to have
I don't think most people would.
Ugly men, or that's not nice. Unattractive men.
I'm just saying.
Unattractive men have to have a hell of a personality.
Well, again,
nobody thinks they're unattractive.
I'm not reading all of that.
Unattractive men are usually funny and they're charming. They're personable.
What are you doing right now? Was that part of the example?
I'm telling you what
if
it is.
If you took a reading test
I'm talking to the ugly
and you were
brother.
in 5th grade and you just started making shit up to the story that they asked.
I'm talking to
and
the ugly man.
putting in your own little answers.
Who believes they're an ugly man?
Some men know.
I know a lot of
let's
a lot of men know that they're ugly.
Rick
I know
Ross
a lot of
he's
tire
ugly.
chasers that don't think they're ugly.
Rick Ross knows he's ugly.
Does he?
I think he knows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's just somebody that's popped in my
Biggie knew
head.
he was ugly.
Biggie knew he was ugly.
Black,
he was
black,
saying
ugly
black,
as
ugly.
ever.
Exactly.
However, I
He
stay
knew.
Gucci down to anyway.
But men know.
He knew.
Men know the more money they have.
That it doesn't
But see,
matter
he
if they're
kind of
ugly.
relished in the fact that he was ugly and could still pull hoes.
They all do.
But you know
Jay-Z
what?
knew he was ugly.
Jay-Z knows he's
Jay-Z
ugly.
needs to still know he's anyway.
But everybody would go out with him.
They would.
I would not. I would not.
They would. Jay-Z
I wouldn't
coming
go out with
out,
Joe
then
Camel. I'm sorry. I would not.
I mean, he really if he cut the
You
hair, I think
wouldn't,
he'd
but
get more
somebody
play.
like you would.
Maybe.
He can find another you.
So let's back up on your question, your original
Sure.
question after. You said if somebody came along that liked you, that had 3 of the 5 attributes that you wanted, that
Right.
were important to you, right? All right. That's a D minus, 3 out of 5.
So you're changing
And I'm at
your
least
answer.
a B plus student.
You're changing your answer.
I'm not changing my answer.
Well, the
She
question
didn't
initially.
say yes. I did.
Oh, so if you got 3 out of the top 5, and see, here's what I'm getting at. Different show.
I'm an A student.
Different show. You align with a lot of modern day women. Reese, just so you know, they took a poll of the top dating sites, and they asked men and women that exact question. 80% of the women said if they got 3 out of 5 attributes, would they go out? 80% said no, I'm not settling. They want what they want. The men were like, if I got 3 out of 5, my top 5, absolutely I'm going out with them. 60+% of men said they would go
Gina
out.
sees that as a D minus. I see
I'm not
it
saying-
as a C plus.
I'm not saying it as a flaw. I'm
There's
just
no
saying.
curve in which the D minus becomes a C
I'm
plus.
not saying it's a bad thing or a good thing. It's just an observation
I'm going.
that women are being more selective.
Okay, let me just play this out.
All right,
All
go
right,
ahead.
say my top 5 are. All right, let's go with.
I hate that I can't see any of my comments, by the way.
I can see all of the comments right here. Let's just say the top 5 are financial stability, honesty, trustworthiness. Did I say financial stability? I did. Ambition, and let's just say great in bed. Okay, those are my 5. Which 2 am I giving up?
Read those again.
Okay, say
This is from
I've
a
got
woman.
honesty.
This is you, a woman.
Say it's me.
A woman.
Say it's
Well, a woman.
honesty. Say it's loyalty. Say it's financial stability. Say it's great in bed. And let's just say it's like, I don't know, trustworthiness or
In
something.
2024,
Which 2 am I giving up?
if you went back in the day, they would take that money and they want an honest man, right? But today's woman, she's thinking about the next 5 minutes. Who looks good, who's good in bed, and who's got some money to spend on her right now.
Like, what if my five are sense of humor, emotional intelligence, loyalty, like which two? Like, I feel like the ones that, it depends on what you're choosing. Because if the ones that you're picking are part of a person's character,
they don't.
Like,
people
won't
they
cheat,
want to be
won't
satisfied.
lie, won't steal, won't beat the shit out of you.
They're not thinking
and
that.
won't, spend all your money. Which two are you giving up?
Why do you think so many? I agree, but why do you think so many men and women end up in failed relationships? Because they aren't thinking.
They'll be like, it's okay if he beats the shit out of me. I'll just take that 40.
They aren't thinking on what they should normally do. I don't see anything, Reese. You? On where?
I don't see anything anywhere.
No, we don't see anything anywhere. We don't. You may have to come out here and unless Gina B has it on.
I don't have it on anything. I'm looking. I'm looking at both YouTube and on, what do you call it?
Yeah, we don't see anything.
We see no comments.
We see nothing.
Hey, shout out to us if you're watching this, just to show us that there are comments happening.
Right. I saw Kendall Morgan. I saw Mrs. Critic. One of y'all leave a comment. Text me. Let me know where you left it. Text me. Let me know where you left the comment.
Okay.
Because we can't see anything.
We can't see nothing.
We can't see nothing.
So, give me what, tell me where should we concede?
Well, I'm just thinking that it's okay for people to want whatever they want.
Right.
I just think people aren't being honest with themselves. Case in point.
That's fair.
Let's take a young millionaire. I'm 23 years old. I got drafted. I'm in the NBA.
You're an influencer.
I'm worth millions, right?
Yeah.
We've seen who some of these people end up marrying. Drop dead gorgeous. Other than that, it's hit or miss. But I'm sure that they're somewhere saying, I want a woman who's trustworthy, believe in me, blah, 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 blah. But they're picking wrong.
They're picking fat asses.
Right.
Well, they weren't taught how to pick women.
Well, again, they weren't. But
they're picking who they...
But how often are they marrying them?
Well, let's take a lot. Let's take...
Yeah, because a lot of them are baby mamas.
And 2.5...
Yeah, they're baby mamas.
And but the ones
so everybody's having sex.
The ones that do get married, they're divorced.
That's because it's too many baby mamas.
They're broke and divorced on an average of 2.5 years from the time their career ends.
I agree. And that's because they didn't cheated, so now the girl done took half of it.
I'm not saying, this isn't for me to say who's at fault. I'm just saying the relationship didn't work because they picked wrong.
Well, they picked wrong because they were stupid. Yeah, they were looking at just
I agree. But let's run it back to regular life. 70+% of divorces happen by women. Are women necessarily picking right as well?
No, I don't
you
think
always
that's the case
throw
either.
the statistic out about who files.
It's not a
for
statistic,
divorce.
it's a
It
fact.
is a statistic. Okay, so fine.
Women
it's a
hate
fact.
facts.
But
They
here's
hate
it's a
facts.
fact. But let me give you a perspective.
But
on
all
the
the
fact.
men are jacked up.
Let me
But
give
if
you
men are
no.
full
It's
of
not
shit.
that. It's that you can't even get this man to take the trash out. What makes you think
Yeah.
he's filing for divorce?
He's not taking the time to file for divorce.
Let me
That's
ask
the
you all
problem.
something. Let's just get right here. If we know, because we know 70+% of women file for divorce. We know this.
Okay.
How do you all surmise, or where are you getting your data from, other than being a woman, that it's the man's fault? Where y'all getting that?
It's
Hold
not-
on. Where
No,
you
it's
getting that
not
from?
one person that
Because
can
I've
take a
heard he don't take the
relationship.
trash out.
No, it's not
I've
that it's the
heard,
man's
hold on.
fault.
Who
I've
takes
heard-
the initiative to
Wait a
file?
minute. I
Exactly.
heard he don't cheat. If he took the initiative to get down on one knee, buy a ring, propose.
Men are lazy, man.
Hold on. Was he lazy when he bought the ring? But you see how
We
your
don't know the
default.
circumstance of how they got married.
don't.
Do you see
We don't
it?
know.
You see a
It's not a
default.
requirement that he bought a ring.
It's easier for him to stay in it. So
Why
that's
is it
why
easy?
he's not.
Why is it easy for a woman?
Because
Because
women
you
have a
get
lower
tired.
throughold.
Men don't
Yeah.
get tired.
I mean, I think
I'm not
they
saying they
move
don't.
around if they get tired and do some other shit that they shouldn't do, and then now the
Why
woman's
do women
annoyed.
do shit they
So
shouldn't do?
when you're in a traditional
Sometimes.
gender role, it's all that stuff that's expected of you that will keep you from, saying I want to stay in this.
Yeah.
It's
a lot. A lot of men don't help. Shit,
if you're
it's
in a traditional
annoying.
gender role. So it was something I posted. It was like a cartoon. And it's like, this is why women aren't polygamous. Because you see this woman walking into a room where there's 3 dudes sitting on the couch watching TV, and she goes, okay, so
Oh, hell no.
none of you
Yeah.
took out the trash.
Oh hell no, no thank you. Don't want that.
So let me ask you this. So
thought
it's
that was funny.
in your opinion, it's the man's fault.
No, it's not the man's fault.
No, it's not the man's
I
fault.
don't think the man takes the initiative to file for divorce first. The woman gets fed up, and I think she just decides that she can't. She's at a breaking point. And
Do you
she
think
does
women take initiative more than men?
in some cases.
To file for divorce.
So
Yes.
okay, in just that case,
Well, that's because the man, instead of him filing and saying, "Hey, I'm done," he may just start cheating.
you do know men are more likely to move for a job. You know that, right? They are.
That's for money.
Wait a minute. Men are more likely to take more dangerous jobs than women.
Dangerous jobs.
Even though I'm just saying, men don't shy away from much. Who's known as the gender most likely to put up with crap?
So why are we
Who's known as the gender most likely to put up with crap?
Chris.
Men or women?
Women.
Okay,
Chris.
but wait. In this example, no. But in this example, when we talk about divorce, you flip it.
Women put up with crap, and then
But
so
you
you're
flip
saying-
it. You flip it when it comes to this.
Well, they're
What
tired of putting up with the crap.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
what happens.
Chris, you've known me for a while. What do I mean when I say?
Mean what you say. Don't tell me what you mean.
I'm asking you. No, I'm asking you because you know the answer to this. What do I mean when I refer to a reverse psychology breakup? You've heard me talk about this all the time. What do I mean?
I'm not sure what you mean, but I'm sure you'll tell us.
A lying like a rug, nigga. No. Let's see. What I mean, as you know, when I say this, is it's, and you know men who do this, where they don't really they want to break up, but they don't want to have the conversation about breaking up.
No, and they don't want to be the bad guy.
So they have deplorable behavior until the woman, no self-respecting woman's going to sit in that relationship and he
and
makes
just
her
stay
do it.
and take it.
And he makes her do it.
Yep.
But I
That's
thought
the reverse psychology
what
breakup.
I thought you just said because men get treated bad too.
I mean,
I'm not saying they don't.
But why don't they leave then if they're less likely to put up with stuff?
Wait, who's less likely to
If
put up
when
with
men
stuff?
are being treated bad, why don't they? If
I'm not saying that they're less likely to put up with stuff. I never said that.
they're not.
Okay,
That's my point. Why don't they leave?
This is the reason why they're.
Why
because
don't they just say, you know
they
what? Screw
emotionally
this.
depart from the relationship.
They do, and so now
Here's
you
what I
get an
haven't
empty
heard.
household.
Here's what I
from
haven't
the
heard.
relationship.
It's an empty household, and
Here's
so
what-
the woman is just forced to just take it.
Here's what I haven't
with
heard.
this damn roommate.
Here's what I haven't heard. Let me be clear. I'm seeing two women say, I haven't heard that women equally fuck up in relationships because they pick wrong, but
Of
I haven't
course.
heard I haven't heard that.
Yeah, no, we
I
fuck
think
up.
women
Hold on.
pick wrong.
Women pick
100%.
wrong. Women cheat just as much as men. I just
I'm
showed
not
you.
saying they don't.
I just showed you an article from the New York Times on a recent study. I know you don't like seeing real print from credible sources. What was the caption? What did it say?
I don't know. Women cheat more than men.
Hold
or
on. Do you know
something
when it
like
comes
that.
to child support, even though there are more men who pay, there's a way higher percentage of women who are delinquent when they have to pay?
Yeah, because they don't think they should.
So women don't like. So my point is, here's the only point I'm making.
What is your only point, Chris?
When it comes to
Thank you,
divorce,
Gina.
when it comes to divorce, women have a hard time pointing out bad behavior in women. And if they have a hard time pointing out bad behavior in women, back to the topic, surely they don't want to say that they picked some attributes that were not self-serving.
Women make
I clearly
fucked
said
up
men make-
choices.
Every day.
I just
all the
didn't hear
time.
it.
All the
they
time.
do. They
No,
make
women
fucked up
choose
choices. Women
men.
choose for women find potential. I was watching my boy KS, and
Hold on, you were watching who?
you know I watch KS.
Who's that?
The Departed.
Hold on. Hold on.
Daily
Who is
Departed.
that?
You know I watch Kevin. Okay,
Kevin who?
Kevin Samuels.
Shout
damn
out
it.
to
You
the
know that's-
departed new. Shout out to the Godfather.
So
Did he
the-
drop some knowledge?
Well, the number one issue was every black woman on there had a 10-year-long relationship. Everybody. And everybody was a baby mama and they had a 10-year-long relationship and they were trying to build this man up. So that was the number one common thing amongst all the women. And so I think that's where a lot of black women make poor decisions. We try to build men up.
But who do they blame those poor decisions on?
Well, Kevin made them blame it on their damn self, but
That's the only
you know,
person you can. And men or
You
woman.
do.
I submit that I have, for the record, prior to me retiring, happily retired, I have had, Reese, I had a lot of women who took advantage of me.
Oh Lord.
I picked those.
In what way?
Reese, I picked those women.
How do they take advantage of you, Chris?
They didn't do anything. They were just being themselves.
Okay, but
So
how
how
do
did
you?
they take
You
advantage
said
of
they
you
took
then?
advantage of you. How did that go down?
We're waiting.
But well, they had no intention
of loving you,
of loving me. They used me as a meal ticket.
I don't think you had intention either.
They used me as a meal ticket to my pension for going to great restaurants and fine dining.
So you bought them.
But I don't blame them. You know who made that? You know who made those decisions? Me.
Right.
You did.
I did.
But
no one else.
Okay, so let's take a little further. So, on what basis did you choose those women? And what was your expectation?
I chose them on superficial reasons that many men do, and that we can acknowledge that we do.
And so do women.
But what I won't say is, he just stayed in that marriage just because. How about he took a vow for better or worse? And
I don't think y'all care about that part.
Again, because it doesn't suit your narrative. Of course you don't. How about this? Do you think, hey Reese, you chime in on this. Reese, producers like snoozing. Do you think
who is that? King is here.
The divorce rate
happening right now.
Do you think the divorce rate would be the same if there were no alimony to be paid, if there were no child support to be gotten, you just leave with your crap and I just leave with mine? Do you think as many women would divorce? Heck no.
No, they wouldn't.
So that
a lot of them need the money, they need the support.
So that is the reason
the
right there. So it isn't because he put up with BS. It isn't because she just fit. It's because she had something to gain.
Well,
you don't want to walk away from nothing with nothing.
We're forgetting an entire demographic. We're forgetting an entire demographic.
They walk they just walk right into that. They walk right into it.
No, they didn't walk into shit. All right, so you're forgetting an entire demographic. A lot of women are filing for divorce because they have their own shit, and they're not worried about his.
You don't have to take. You don't have to take a man's bullshit.
I can pay first and last month's.
Watch this. Watch this. You're right.
On my own.
Watch this. You're right. So. They also were in that position prior to marriage.
Probably.
But they still picked that man. But yet and still, what I don't hear is, I made a dumb decision being shallow, picking a wrong man. Because you clearly, that woman who could pay for her...
That was a dumb decision.
Hold on,
I'm not denying that.
That woman who could pay for herself when she leaves, she had the same money when she entered the marriage.
Look, I am
but
not
she
an
left
advocate.
because she had money? She entered the marriage with the money.
Well, right.
Why didn't she stay?
Well, I'm not an advocate of that. So
she took the vow. Did she not mean for better or worse after?
She did.
Clearly she meant for better while it's good for me.
Look, here's the deal. I am not an advocate of marrying someone that you got to carry, and then
nobody said that.
Well,
men make more than women. Number one,
not all the time.
Not all the time.
Especially
if you take all the black men.
No, okay, wait. Especially women who are making money now sometimes are choosing men who are nice looking or good in bed or whatever, and they're building these men up.
So again, that's on them.
That you're right.
Okay,
it is
a lot of them.
So why do we keep blaming the opposite sex?
We're not blaming anyone.
We're not.
Well, I heard you all say,
commentary.
well, the man wasn't taking the trash out.
Chris,
well,
you are the
y'all
person. You are the person that likes to play the blame game.
Spending no money, at least you could take the trash out every day.
Chris, you are the person who enjoys playing the blame game. You like the blame game.
No, I
do not like the blame game. I like for there to be solutions.
All of them don't, though.
Hold on.
I know a lot of women who are making good money and men don't.
That's not my argument.
He got more statistics over here.
All this says, people, is who earns what. And I frequently hear there are, in this country, let's talk about black folk, people who make $100,000 or more. There are 721,000 black women, salute to them, making over $100,000. You hear that, Reese? 700 in this country. But there are 927,000 black men making over 100,000. So my question to those women is,
how many of those?
Hold on. If my question to those women are, there are more gay women than. Hold on. There are more gay women than gay men.
Some of the gay men are marrying each other.
Hold on. There are more women living. So I'll cut all your excuses. There are more women than men. There are more women than men. There are more men locked up, yet there's still more men making over 100 grand. 85% of black men marry black women.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
You want me to show you?
Especially the black men who are making money.
Here's the question I have. Here's the question I have. Why don't those women, because there are only 27% of black women married. So those with over 100 grand, it ain't like all the black men are used up. Here's the answer.
What is the answer?
They're not choosing based on money. men don't choose women, but you can work at McDonald's. But if you find enough and act right.
For a man, yeah.
Someone saying
Reese,
here,
Reese.
How about all those widows? Don't they live? Black men make more money than women. Black women are the most evicted in America in 2023.
They are. They're the brokest group. They're the most out of shape group. But they're the group that says, I settled the most.
Okay, wait a minute. No.
You got to stop that.
No.
You got to stop with the lies.
But here's the deal. Okay, you're
Those
the
are
only
lies.
person sitting here who's playing the blame game.
It's not a blame game. It's
You
a
are
fact
not
game.
doing that.
So
You're
when I
blaming.
name a fact, it's a blame.
No, but
because
you are
I said
blaming.
more black men make more money than black women.
But you're trying to pit black women against black women.
No.
That's not healthy.
I didn't say black women don't do this at home. You said, and I quote, black men don't take the trash out. And
I
you
did not
said
say black men don't take the trash out.
Hold on. You all are the
I said
only
men.
You all are the only two that took shots at the opposite sex. I have taken no shot.
That was retaliatory to you.
You got upset.
I didn't get upset about shit.
Okay, let's stick to the facts.
Upset would mean money.
I didn't say black women didn't do anything. What I did do was point out stat after stat
You just
stat.
told us that we make poor choices, and Gina and I both
said men
agreed.
and women make poor choices.
No, we agreed that women make bad choices with choosing men.
Why did I ask the question?
I don't know.
I don't even remember. Hell,
You know
I forgot
why?
by
Because
now.
I raised my hand and said the bad choices I've made,
God.
and all I heard, you can try to blame,
But here's the
and
thing,
don't change
blame,
what you did.
You're blaming.
Did-
Like I
did
have,
you not say
I
that-
have never
did
said
you
I
not-
didn't bash the black man. I love the black man.
I
Did you
never
not-
sat up here and
Did you
told you
both
that I did not
give
pick
examples of what some man might not be
Okay,
doing at
let
home?
me tell you something.
And I even said, Afton, you're reading into the story. Didn't that happen?
No, I said that about the cute man that's broke
Right.
versus the ugly man who's not.
Did I say any such thing about a sister doing anything negative? No.
This is a shit show.
I know it is a shit
Did
show.
I- did I?
Next topic, guys.
I didn't think so.
No, but like, okay, here's the deal. Nobody. The only point I brought up is that is in retaliation to your point
Which was
about
my
who
point?
files for divorce. You're like black women didn't want to file for divorce.
Well, why is that blaming?
And I'm
That's a
just
fact,
like,
Gina B.
No, but it was kind
Gina
of.
B, that's a
it
fact.
But I was trying to explain the reasons why that might occur.
So why do you think that black men don't file for divorce?
Well, let's
first
go with
then?
men. Let's go with men. in general.
Men do file for divorce, just not as high as the rate for women.
So why? Why is that?
Because just the same reasons women are unhappy in the marriage, or their perception is this isn't worth saving.
So the men.
But the reason women file more is because they don't lose as much. And men stay.
Okay.
Some men do stay because they don't lose as much, because they don't want to lose as much.
I'm in agreement.
There's nothing to disagree on.
We're agreeing.
That's not hating anybody.
No, that's true.
That's a fact. But if you talk about facts, women get upset with the facts.
No one's upset,
we're not
Chris,
upset.
But you can't put words in our mouth.
So
It's not in putting words in my mouth. 70% of black women do file for divorce.
And they don't
Hold
lose
on, watch
as
this,
much.
watch this. Black women get more degrees per capita than black men, and they buy more homes. Am I hating black men by stating that?
No.
Okay, it's not hate then. But if I say black men make more money than black women, now it's hate.
No, it's not.
No, it's not hate.
But then if I say 70% of
I mean,
black
that's
women,
true.
No,
70% of women file for divorce, that's not hate either.
I'm just explaining the reason. I'm not telling you that's not accurate. I'm not telling you that anything's wrong with anything you've said. What I'm saying is here could be a reason.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And we just said when a woman's fed up.
Well, here's how I just,
it.
men or
we don't need
women.
to be singing to R. Kelly.
Exactly.
What?
Men or women.
We already got
be
Diddy
locked
acting up
Yeah,
today.
Did you see that?
With his
He's
1,000
gone.
pounds of lube or
Let's-
whatever that shit
sidebar,
was.
sidebar.
Let's go with a quick sidebar. Because we have to.
And if you want to be down with Bad Boy, then F you too. Chino XL, F. You know I've been riding with Pac forever.
Oh my
It's
God!
all coming out now.
You know what's
Anyway,
funny?
my man-
Let me one more quick sidebar.
Go ahead.
Someone posted today. My buddy Art. He posted. Don't people know that like that kind of lube is like people get bacterial infections?
Oh,
I was
shout
like,
out to Art Sims, my old neighbor.
my point is, if you are hooking up with Diddy, the best possible scenario is that you only come away with a bacterial infection.
So we have a buddy. I have a friend. Art lived in my building. You know Art.
I know Art well.
Art
Yeah.
is gay, right? But he posts.
He posts the funniest
Why would
stuff.
he be using baby oil anyway? It's so much bacteria. He's like, I would know.
Well,
I was like, true.
I think it's the look of it, because the freak offs were like filmed.
And that's
So
what I was
think he
thinking. I was
wanted it
thinking
to, look good.
they had lube for actually doing it. And the freak
baby
off
oil
for
to
the women mud wrestling.
Yeah, that's what that was about.
I mean,
Sounds like you've been
anything
there.
could be going on.
Sounds like you've been there.
This is exactly what Art said. He
After's
said,
like, let me get this.
She's
Let
like,
me clarify
oil.
all of this.
it's like it's either that or pudding.
So if Diddy invited you to a party, you wouldn't go? I mean,
I've been to a Diddy party.
You did?
I've been to a Diddy party.
Have you seen any freak offs?
I lived in LA. I lived in
Hold on,
Miami.
hold on.
I've been to a Diddy party.
Tell me what happened.
No, I didn't see any freak offs. They were just live parties, man.
So specifically what Art said was, I'm so disappointed with Diddy using baby oil during sex. Any idiot would know that baby oil carries a lot of bacteria during sex. I'm like, that's the least of your problems.
But my point is, I don't want to
sidebar over. I just
Diddy's
couldn't
got
help it.
enough problems with us piling on. He's going to be gone a long time.
Yeah, speaking of piles. Anyway.
Man, I heard, God, who was that on the radio? GCI, Fair Skin. Shout out to the new.
I haven't listened to GCI.
I can't remember who it is.
Me either.
But he was
I don't
saying.
ever listen to radio.
Never.
He was saying that he had a buddy tell him, when the feds come get you, if they charge you, they've already built their case.
Of course they have.
They've already got people who are willing to testify against
They don't waste
you.
their time.
Yeah.
And I heard they didn't give him bond, probably because they felt
Think it's gonna run.
It was
Hey,
so.
he
It
would-
was
I
a
would run.
flight
I
risk.
would
He
run.
owns
I would
planes.
call
been
Russell
gone.
Simmons like,
I'd have
hey,
been gone. Violate,
Russ.
put me on a
He
boat to
owns
Cuba
flights.
and then fly out of gone.
I mean, he owns planes, so I would be on mine.
Well, I think that last one when he first got
Didn't it go to Cape Verde? It went
I
somewhere.
think he tried to get away. It was a little test run.
Yeah.
And they were watching the plane. So,
So he
guess
ended
I
up
can't
in
get away.
Miami at a sandwich shop or something the next day. But yeah,
He should have took a boat in the middle
so
of the
we have
night.
a lot of comments that we need to.
I want you to look at the comments while I make my last comment.
Someone said, "Oh, this is really Nate Turner." Okay, let me just.
Well, I was going to say that the reason I was pointing some of that out is I think men and women, when we did this test for the attributes, and this goes across the board, I don't think people are always honest with themselves on what they truly need.
And that's why I like my boy.
But you see what I'm saying? I think that's why people end up.
Women are in denial. I do think so.
They are. I have to address this.
Hold on, you
Because
said
your
what,
boy-
Afton?
I said sometimes women are in denial.
Afton, don't hate on
Women
women
are definitely
on
in
the show.
denial.
Don't hate on it.
Definitely.
Hold on, let me stick up for sisters.
Oh, now you want to stick up for sisters?
Don't hate, because I like the
Any
nice
other
ones.
time.
I don't like the loud, defiant, angry birds. But for the, that's a small faction of women I don't like. I don't like them in hoes.
All right. Don't celebrate a black man going down. This is
I
black
don't
man
like
beating
hoes.
the shit out of black women. I'm celebrating. Anyway, so
Who said that?
this is a Danny Gallio person. So Gallio. So Nate, do you know him? Nate Turner was like.
Shout out to my St. Felicitas Falcon brother.
So Nate Turner was like. First of all, he spelled vaginas incorrectly. And he put, vaginas don't need lube. I'm not sure what kind of a sex life you have.
Nate was in the NFL. He's got probably some, I'm not going to say it.
I'm
I don't
like,
wanna offend
what?
any of my elder
Like, I'm
sisters
sorry.
here.
We can't.
I think when the chemistry's there, maybe a vagina.
I'm
might
sorry,
not need lube. But in
like,
a freak off, I mean, I don't
let's-
know.
Let's normalize the use
Of Lou?
of anything that might make someone have a better sex life. We don't
It's
like
nothing
okay.
wrong with it.
Nothing's
if
wrong with
someone
it.
wants to use it, it's okay.
I'm pro anything.
I mean, lube is like, yeah, exactly.
Don't
I mean, let's
judge,
slip it up.
you
Shit.
know.
We got 10 minutes left. I'm going to pour you ladies a drink because
Okay.
apple juice.
Everybody should be able to do whatever they want. You know?
Radical feminism destroys our women.
What did she say?
Who?
Mrs. Critic. I can't say her name.
She had a question about the 70%.
70%
Oh,
of
the
black women
70%,
file for divorce.
the
Or women,
70%
black
were-
women or women in general?
Women in general.
Women in general. Okay. That's
I'm
what I was like. Let's take the
I'm
black
sure
off.
that there's
but-
some sort of follow-up question she's trying to nail me with that I'll hear later.
Yeah, I'm sure. You'll
We are
be in
not
trouble.
promoting any brand. This show's brought to you by Convince.
He's like, he has a great one. You need to get some lube, sir, just in case. Just have it. You never know.
Just try. It might be good for you.
Reese, what did you do differently so we could get some comments popping up?
50% of women in America will be marriageless, childless, and husbandless. You are just the voice of doom, aren't you, sir?
Well, that's true.
I mean, he's just giving all these doomy statistics.
But there's a fix for this.
What is the fix? So let's get to a solution. I like
for
solutions.
men and women.
Yeah, what is it?
And it starts with parenting. We need to normalize, because I felt
I would eat some.
Oh.
That apple juice is strong.
I felt we need to normalize old school parenting. As a child, I can remember being in a barbershop and men, grown men, oh man, Christopher is decent looking. He might be a player. Don't let these women do this. They almost incentivize you to be like a player. And for women in the beauty shop, don't depend on a man. You don't need a man. You don't need this. Have your own. Have your own. At some point, we need to stop making the assumption that a soulmate is a bad thing, and refocus on picking the right person.
Right.
Versus
everyone just.
But the assumption is, oh man, all these
someone
women
trying to lock me down.
All these women lie. All these women want your money, and women are saying, oh, all these men cheat. All these men is no. How about you pick wrong?
Well, first of all, let's fortify ourselves in a sense. All right. Okay. So there's a disproportionate amount of men who are concerned about gold diggers who actually have money.
Yeah.
Because there's so many broke dudes out there that she just wants me for my money. Well, then she would be an idiot because you have nothing.
Hold on, Gina B. Let me, because I am a man, I'm gonna give you some facts.
Oh Lord.
For every dude with a little bit of money, there's a woman with way less. So that dude making $35,000 a year, there's a girth of women who make less. And specifically in our community, black women, for all of their degrees, are the least paid, are the brokest of any group. So the average salary.
Speak for my friends.
Again, your friends are a fraction. For every one of your friends making $200,000, there's a black man making $400,000.
That's fine.
And there are more of those men, and guess what? They aren't choosing them. And the reason they aren't choosing them, because women continually think of only themselves and not what that person wants. See, the dude making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, he's looking at looks first.
He doesn't care.
Okay.
He don't care about your money.
Let me finish
and
my
if you
entire
are
point.
the average height and weight of a sister, which is 5'4", 190,
okay,
you don't get that guy.
You didn't let me finish my whole point. I said let's fortify ourselves. I did not give that a gender bias. So first of all, the first point was there are too many men with no money talking about how somebody wants it. That's one.
That's
the
not
second
true.
point is there are. The second point
It's not
is
true.
there are too many women who are complaining about men not wanting them, who are not doing things to make men want them.
I agree. That's 1,000.
So it's and that isn't all women and it's not all men.
Do you think?
But I mean,
did I ask you this earlier? Do women
don't know.
still compete for men? Because
did
men
ask me
compete
this.
all the time. We have to.
I think women are competing because they're accepting bullshit. So they're playing second and they're just waiting in line.
You think that's
So,
competing?
Yeah.
I think I just don't have.
some women are moving into position.
I don't think
You know
that's
what I
the
mean?
thing.
Some women are not competing because they are. Some women have become satisfied with their position in a man's life, and whether that's number two,
I heard
Whatever it
number.
is, I
I heard
agree.
another
I
male
agree.
I can't take credit for what I'm about to say. There's another male podcaster on Conversation and whatever. They'll be in Chicago. Awesome podcast.
okay.
One of everybody's favorites, male or female, is this guy Tripp. And a woman asked that question about being the other woman. She was the other woman.
Okay.
Hoping this guy would leave him. And his response to her was, and I paraphrase, of course he says I love you. Because you fit into whatever little time I give you.
Exactly.
You don't require me to do this.
Yeah.
You hang up the phone when my woman comes in
You're
the
my
room.
peace.
You allow me, you allow whatever
P-I-E-S-E.
little time I have to give you, you readily accept. So of course I say, I love you when I'm with you,
see a
because I
future
do
with
love
you.
you. And I think women doing that hurts them on a whole.
It hurts us all.
I think if more women
does.
said no cookies
Yeah.
for anybody
Yeah.
until we cross our legs and get some wedding rings,
No.
men are going to react. But if you're giving it away,
But women are we're falling in love with potential and we're just losing.
Yeah, and we're also not thinking clearly. Like, to be honest, I can almost say never. Can I say never? Is that accurate? I've almost never, well, okay, not completely accurate because there's Camilla Parker Bowles that we can look at, right? I've rarely seen a number two become a number one.
yeah, rarely.
Rarely.
It happens,
Like,
but it is an outlier.
That
You are
was the Prince
1000%.
Charles with Camilla Parker. She's the best side piece story in history.
Right.
Because now she is the consort queen of
But it
whatever
only
the
takes
hell
one.
she is.
It only takes one.
Yeah, because I love a success story, but I hate a success story.
It's like everybody else saying the Sierra prayer now. It's like I can have 3 kids, a kid or whomever.
But
and then
nobody
I get-
was looking at him, man. Sierra got broke down by Future, and then she decided to take the guy that was a little.
But my point is,
Russell.
Yeah.
there are other women who think I'm going to say the Sierra prayer and give me a
but,
Russell.
But this is the thing.
But you don't look like Sierra.
But no, even if they did look like Sierra, they don't want Russell. Russell was walking around with the weak ass sneakers on, the goofy look, and all of that. Nobody wanted him.
But that's stuff. See, that's the guy
that's stuff
you
that
should,
could be tweaked.
That's
you
the
right?
guy you should go for.
But nobody's looking at him at the bar. When we go
Right.
back to the
Gina
bar
B,
story, you're not checking
Can I
for
read
him.
off some of these comments?
I ignored a lot of them, and we're at the end of the time.
Well, we'll go real quick. We still got 4 minutes.
I gotta.
Shout out to Danny. I hope I'm saying his last name, Gallio. He says, there's no competition for black women at all. Men have more options. Unfortunately, I tend to agree.
What did he say?
Men
Say
have more
again?
options. They do.
Men have more options, but what about the competition for black women? What did he say?
He said there's no competition
for black women at all.
If there's a woman willing and able, if I've seen women mess with married men, men who have other women, like what makes a guy, they're there. Nate Turner said, lowered expectations, what we talked about. Black women are notorious, and they played in NFL, so he's been around a few women. Black women are notorious for accepting the backup role or worse.
They are.
And that's what
Absolutely.
I talk about. What we teach our young people, and like Gina B said,
piece of man better than no man.
exactly. I just Tasha Young Levy says the high end men might have chosen, and maybe the women didn't say yes to the right guy. Absolutely. I think there are, as a man even, I can say, even though I'm married now, maybe I've met a lot of nice women that I squandered over. And I would think women have met a lot of nice guys that in hindsight, maybe he wasn't.
Because they was weak as hell like the Russell. Nobody was checking for Russell's ass until
Yeah, but
Sierra
she
got him.
saw something in him, and so that's
No.
kind of
She got tired of her results.
She got tired of her results. She kept getting shitty
50 ripped
brother
through her.
after brother.
She dated Bow Wow, 50.
Then Future with the 10 baby mamas. I mean, so she just was done. She was like, let me take the lane. And she built the lane up, and then now everybody's like, oh, I want the Sierra prayer.
Which is why I have a
Nobody's
problem.
looking for him.
So here we
Sidebar,
go.
which is why I have a problem with simp men. Because they'll say all those beautiful things, and they're never the dudes getting somebody.
Well, I mean, in any event, my perfect situation didn't work out. I'm going for the simp.
Now you are.
Let's okay. So let's
Now.
wrap.
95
let's
years
wrap,
old.
Let's
Exactly.
wrap with some solutions.
Oh,
Do we have solutions for people?
Take the simp.
Take the simp. Is that the solution?
Listen, I'll go first. I've said this before. I think people need to, if what you're doing isn't working right, stop pointing the finger. Number one, it's you, man or woman. 2, you have your wants, fellas. This may be a little waist with a big booty, and you have your needs: honesty, trustworthy, loyalty, respect, appreciation. I will say those things over here. If you're going to be with someone long term, you should look at your needs versus your wants. I say the same thing for women.
Okay.
That's all I got.
After what you got?
I don't have anything. I'm with that one.
Okay.
See that? You like that one?
Yeah, that was good.
Cool.
That was good. I'm done arguing with you for
I
tonight.
will. I'll take a page out of the news articles of today.
What
if
was
at
that?
first you don't succeed, try it with a lube.
Okay.
Every now and then.
Wait. What kind of lube, Gina? A warming lube?
Whatever Diddy's got over there.
Baby oil?
I want to know what you did at the Diddy party.
I did nothing
Who'd
at
you
the
go
Diddy
with?
party but get it cracking. You know, the music
She
was
got
lit,
it
and
cracking.
that was
She
it.
got cracked.
Cracking and got
She
the
got
hell
cracked.
out.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Who invited you?
Diddy.
Can we say?
I don't know.
Was it Diddy?
I don't know.
Was it Diddy?
Did you leave with the same
Was it
clothes
Brother
on?
Love?
Yes.
Was
What
it
time did you leave the
Puff
party?
Daddy?
No, I would say I'm older than Brother Love. I'm
It's not
older.
Brother Love. It's not Puff Daddy. It's not.
I'm a Diddy. I'm
you're
a Diddy
You're
era.
a Diddy era.
Yeah,
Okay.
Diddy era.
Was it Sean Combs?
Might have been the Sean Combs
got it.
era.
Might have been Sean Combs.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
As long as it wasn't Christian Combs.
Oh, that's the baby.
That's the baby.
No,
No, it wasn't
yeah,
the baby.
no.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Danny says
okay.
his wife divorced him, and now he's got 2 concubines,
Oh my
both
God.
living in harmony
Oh my God.
with 0 jealousy.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
Danny, we're gonna need you on the next week's show.
I
will have-
watched that.
I
I watched
promise
Sister
you.
Wives too. Just
Next
for the
week
hell
will
of
be
it.
something salacious.
done.
This was my feel good topic for the
Feel
month.
good. I don't
No.
know. This felt so good. All right. Anyway, y'all, this was
Take us out,
lovely.
Gina B.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining the Kris and Gina Relationship Show. We're out of here like last year. We'll be back next week. And
Good job, After.
yeah.
Good job, Reese. Good job, After. We
gonna
out here like last year.
Thank our
Peace and
guest.
love.
Thank
Keep
our
the comments
producer.
coming. I'll give you the real off air.
I've never been